Let's just talk a little bit about the 17-0 run. What went into it? What was different in the rest of the game?
Well, I think we did a pretty good job overall in the game, and we slept a little bit at the end. And you know, it's tough to play your first game of the season against a team that plays that kind of defense. I mean, we didn't know at one point if they were going zone, they were going man to man, and they kept switching. So you know, our offense is not 100% yet. It's the first game of the season, and it's tough to start against a team like that. But I think the important thing is that we found a way to win, and you know, we're 1-0, and that's what matters.
Were the 18 turnovers partly mistakes on your guys' end, and partly just mistakes that were created with their defense?
Well, yeah, I think it was more our fault. We talked all week about their pressure and trying not to turn the ball over against their pressure. I think most of our turnovers were in half court, to be honest. I don't think we lost maybe 1 or 2 balls against their pressure. But like I said, it's our offense, and I think as long as we start playing more and more games, it's going to be better. So you know, we just got to keep working on it.
Did they catch you off guard just because it's a new coach, new system, and part of you, even if you hear some scouting reports from whatever they're doing in the preseason, you really don't know what they're going to do until you get out there?
Well, we were really prepared. I mean, even though it was a new coach and we didn't see them play, we didn't see videos of them, we kind of knew what to expect. I think it was more a little bit, you know, looking at our side of the thing. And to be honest, we were a little nervous. It's the first game at home, and we knew we needed this win. But, you know, the important thing, like I said before, is to start 1-0. We did.
Ramone, how conscious you are when you're out there that, you know, your role this season is so critical for this team in terms of kind of taking the pressure off Juan offensively? How comfortable are you in kind of absorbing that extra responsibility?
I think I'm very comfortable with that role. You know, I think my teammates trusting me. You know, be that second guy off the ball. You know, with Juan, if he's not having a good game, I think you know they expect him to have one. I think you know, it's just a 1-2 punch with me and Juan. You know, if we're not having a good game, also we drop it down into the void. And, you know, I think it's just a great opportunity for me to have a greater role to share.
Ramone, what do you think of Lear coming off the bench, giving you the defense?
I think he was big. You know, we kind of got down about 4 to Raleigh, and Khalif and TJ came in. So I think the bench came in and gave us a big spark. But I think Raleigh played a big game. You know, he was grabbing offensive rebounds, driving, making key layups, and made a key jump shot in the second half. You know, that was very important for us to get that win.
Juan, how concerned were you guys when they actually cut it down after you kind of let them into the game a little bit in the last couple minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say concerned, but you know, while you're playing, you know there's something you're doing wrong, and the key is try to figure it out right away. And you know, I think free throws were a key. I missed the first shot of a one-on-one that was important, and then they made deep shots. You know, at the end, they got nothing to lose, and you just shoot. But you know, I wouldn't say worried. We're just still, you know, after this game tomorrow, we gotta watch film, practice, start thinking about Sunday, and you know, make the things we did wrong at the end better.
And you hit a couple big shots to start that run, and you were playing with a lot of the second unit guys at that point. Are you kind of conscious of like who's on the floor with you, and you know whether you need to kind of be a little more offensive minded, depending on the other 4 guys on the floor?
Yeah, well, like I talked about it in preseason, one of the challenge for me this year was to find a balance between scoring and making this team play. You know, going back to the point guard position, and you know, definitely has to do with who I am on the floor and who I'm not with. You know, but no, it's going to take me a while, maybe a couple games. I'm not used to be a scoring point guard. You know, and I think that's what this team needs. And you know, whenever it's my turn to shoot, I'll have to find a way when is that time, and when is the time to find my teammates. I'm going to have to get it done.
You guys have talked about not being too sure how things are going to be with perimeter D when you talk about losing Ryan and Lou. When Lavoie and Mike are swatting shots like that, does that allow you guys to take more chances knowing that you've got those guys in the back line there?
Yeah, I think you do that unconsciously. We should do it, just relying on them, but they're doing a great job. But we still got to work on it too. I think we did a pretty good job throughout the game. They got quick guards, and Gazelle is a big scorer, and I think we kept him pretty good. I think Scooty did a great job, and it was still losing those two guys was tough, and we're gonna have to find a way.
Well, what were your impressions of the bench, specifically of Brother Jefferson?
Well, like you said, they were great, and if we're gonna be good this year, I think we're gonna need them a lot. And today they didn't get the chance to play a lot of minutes, but I think, and Coach said it at the end, we're gonna need more from TJ and Khalif and a lot of the guys. Whoever steps in there got to be ready.
More questions?